Good day, everyone. So, today we will be presenting the Learning with Indigenous Communities, Awareness and Action, the Agta Tabangnon in the Bicol region. So, the Philippines is home to many indigenous communities, and each with its own unique culture, traditions, and way of life. And among them are the Agta Tabangnan of the Bicol region, whose rich heritage deserves to be respected, recognized, and preserved. So in this presentation, we will learn about their culture, traditions, and experiences while also understanding the importance of promoting awareness, respect, and appreciation for indigenous communities. So with that, let us begin our presentation.
Historical background of the Agta Tabangnon. The Agta Tabangnon, also known locally as the Inagta Rinconada, are among the earliest indigenous communities in the Rinconada district of Camarines Sur. Their ancestral domains lie primarily on the forested slopes of the Mount Asog or Mount Iriga and extends around the Buhi Lake region. These areas provided them with abundant natural resources, shaping their livelihood and cultural practices. Historically, the Agta Tabangnon are part of the broader Agta ethno-linguistic group, or one of the oldest inhabitants of the Philippines. They are believed to have settled in the Bicol region long before colonial contact, maintaining a semi-nomadic lifestyle centered on hunting, fishing, and forest gathering. Their close relationship with the land allowed them to survive in rugged terrains and sustain their community through generations. Thank you.
I am Bernice Christine Halaga Palmes, and I will discuss the characteristic of the Agda people. They are dark skinned. The Agda people commonly have deep brown to black skin tones, which help them adapt to the tropical climate of the Philippines. They also have curly hair. They naturally have dark and curly hair, one of their distinct physical features. They also short stature. They are generally shorter than their lowland neighbors, a characteristic that has been associated with their traditional lifestyles in forest and mountainous areas. And finally, these characteristics are part of the identity of the Agda people. However, because of modernization and interaction with other communities, not all Agda individuals have exactly the same physical appearance.
I am Mary Joy P. Binamera. Let us move to the traditions of Agta people. One of their traditions, when they are planting rice, they sing a song entitled Planting Rice is Never Easy. These traditions make their work more enjoyable and encourages cooperation among the community. Another tradition, when someone dies, the deceased is placed inside a hollow tree trunk called an anahaw shelter for 1 month. During this period, the community also dances for 1 month as part of their traditions to honor the deceased. Lastly, in terms of marriage, courtship is focused mainly on the woman's family, especially her mother. This shows that the approval and involvement of the woman's family are important before marriage. Thank you.
Now, let's proceed to the languages. So the Agta Tabangnon primarily speak Rinconada, one of the languages spoken in the Bicol region. And because they have interacted with neighboring Bicol communities for many years, their language has gradually incorporated words and expressions from other Bicol dialects. So this has resulted in a unique way of communicating that reflects both their indigenous identity and their connection with nearby communities. And their language is more than just a means of communication. It carries their traditions, belief, values, and history, and it plays an important role in preserving their cultural identity. And by protecting and passing their language onto the younger generation, they help ensure that their culture and heritage will continue to thrive in the future. Thank you.
The cultural practices. Farming in every month of May, the abaca farming, and also the waving. So the Agta Tabangnon continue to preserve their traditional way of life through farming, waving, and abaca farming. Every month of May, they begin preparing and planting their crops because this marks the start of the rainy season, which is ideal for farming. Agriculture provides food for their families and serves as one of their main sources of livelihood. They also practice abaca farming. Abaca is an important crop because its fibers are used to produce ropes, bags, mats, and other handcrafted products. And it is also a source of income for the Agta community. And another cultural practice is waving. Using abaca fibers and other natural materials, they create handmade products that reflect their creativity, their skills, and cultural identity. Through weaving, they preserve traditions that have been passed down from one generation to another generation.
Contributions of Agda Tabangnon to Philippine cultural heritage. Weaving. The Agda Tabangnon's abaca weaving is more than just craft. It shows their connection to nature, their creativity in patterns, and their role in preserving indigenous knowledge. Each weave carries stories and identity, adding to the rich diversity of Philippine textiles. Traditional costume. Their traditional attire, often made from abaca, is a symbol of identity and pride. It highlights the beauty of natural materials and craftsmanship, worn during rituals and celebrations to keep their heritage alive. So through weaving and costume, the Agtatabangnon preserve culture, enrich diversity, and strengthen identity, making them an important part of Philippine cultural heritage. So their weaving and costumes are living traditions that keep our culture colorful, meaningful, and connected to nature.
Current needs or issues faced by the community. First, educational. The community continues to face challenges in assessing quality education. Many children have limited learning resources, long travel distances to schools, and financial difficulties that affect school attendance. Providing educational support, scholarship, and learning materials can help improve their opportunities for a better future. Second, land issues. Land ownership remains one of the major concerns of the community. Many indigenous families struggle to secure legal recognition of their ancestral lands, making them vulnerable to displacement and loss of resources. Protecting their land's rights is essential for preserving their culture, identity, and traditional way of life.
So these are the documentation of the interview we conducted at the participants' house in Limanan, Camarines Sur. So these photos serve as evidence of our field visit and the successful completion of the interview. So in description of our activity, we made two handicraft, a bamboo candle holder and a kilwit made from bamboo and coconut shell. So the activity was conducted in Caima, Limanan, Camarines Sur, and the participant was Mrs. Salvacion Maestrado Bolo Ritardo, an indigenous peoples member who actively participated in the activity and interview. So in the end, this presentation reminds us that culture is more than traditions. It is the identity, history, and way of life of a community. And the Agta of Iriga teach us the importance of preserving our heritage while facing modern challenges with resilience. May this inspire to respect indigenous peoples, value cultural diversity, and become more responsible in protecting the traditions that make our country unique. That's all. Thank you.